Hello, hello, my dear friends. Welcome, welcome to English Learning Today. I am very happy, very excited, and very thankful that you are here right now, listening with me. My name is Ali. I am your friend, your guide, and your learning partner. I started learning English when I was young. I started slowly. I made many mistakes. I felt shy, but I never stopped. Today, I am here with you to help you feel confident, to help you feel calm, to help you feel strong in English. Today's topic is Easy English Story for Confidence. Please relax, sit comfortably, listen slowly, no pressure, no stress. This lesson is for your ears, for your mind, for your confidence. Now, let us begin. There was a simple person. This person wanted to learn English. This person felt scared at first. Every time the person heard English, the heart beat fast. The hands felt cold. The mind felt empty. But one day the person said, "I will try slowly." The person started with easy words. Hello, thank you, please, sorry. The person listened slowly, one sentence at a time. Every morning, the person listened to a small story. The story was simple. The words were easy. The person did not hurry. The person did not rush. Slowly, very slowly, confidence started to grow. One day, the person spoke one sentence. The sentence was small. I like this story. The voice was soft, but the heart felt proud. Confidence does not come fast. Confidence comes slowly. This is the secret. There was a famous man. His name was Abraham Lincoln. When he was young, he failed many times. People laughed at him, but he kept learning, kept speaking, kept trying. Slowly, his confidence grew, and one day he became strong and respected. Confidence is built with patience. Now, listen to another easy story. There was a small child. The child wanted to read English at first. The letters looked strange. The words looked long. But the child read one word, then another word. Day by day, the child became better. No fear, no hurry. Confidence came from practice. This is how you learn. You listen. You repeat. You stay calm. There was a woman. Her name was Oprah. When she started speaking, people did not believe in her, but she believed in herself. She practiced speaking clearly, slowly. Today, many people listen to her. Confidence changed her life. Now, my dear friend, this story is also your story. You may feel shy. You may feel scared, but you are learning every word. You hear every sentence. You understand builds your confidence. Say in your mind slowly, I can learn English. I am learning English. I feel confident. Breathe slowly. Listen carefully. Confidence is growing inside you. This is just the beginning. This story will continue with more easy stories, more confidence, more calm English. The person we talked about before continued the journey. Every day, the person chose a quiet time, a calm place, and listened to easy English stories. The voice was slow. The words were clear. The sentences were short. This made the mind feel safe and relaxed. At first, the person only listened. No speaking, no pressure, just listening, listening, and understanding. Slowly, the ears became familiar with the sounds. The brain started to recognize common words like good morning, thank you, I am happy, I am fine. Each time the person understood a sentence, the heart felt warm. A small smile appeared. This small feeling was confidence growing quietly inside. One afternoon, the person heard a story about a teacher helping a student. The story was simple. The teacher spoke kindly. The student listened carefully. The person listening to the story felt connected, felt understood, felt hopeful. The person thought, if the student in the story can learn slowly, then I can learn too. This thought made the shoulders relax and the fear become smaller. There was also a story about Nelson Mandela. When he was young, he faced many difficulties, but he listened, learned, and stayed patient. His calm confidence changed his life and helped many people. This story showed that confidence is not loud. It is quiet, strong, and steady. Every evening, the person repeated one sentence aloud, just one sentence, spoken slowly, clearly. I am learning English slowly. At first, the voice was weak, but after many days, the voice became steadier. This was confidence growing step by step. The person also learned that mistakes are normal. Mistakes are part of learning. When a word was wrong, the person did not stop, did not feel bad. The person listened again and tried again. This attitude made learning easy and friendly. There was a story about J.K. Rowling. She wrote stories when many people did not believe in her, but she believed in her ideas. She continued slowly, patiently. Her confidence grew, and her stories reached the world. These stories were not just stories. They were lessons. They showed that confidence comes from trying again and again, slowly, calmly, without fear. Now, my dear friend, as you listen to this paragraph, your confidence is also growing. You are understanding more than before. Your ears are trained. Your mind is calm. Your heart is strong. Remember, you do not need to be perfect. You only need to continue listening, slowly. The person continued the learning journey day after day. The routine became simple and peaceful. Wake up slowly. Drink water. Sit quietly and listen to easy English. Stories. The stories talked about daily life. Small actions, simple feelings, and clear thoughts. This made learning feel natural, not forced. One morning, the story was about a person walking to work. The sentences were slow. The person walks slowly. The road is quiet. The sky is clear. The listener imagined every word, every step, every sound. Imagination helped understanding. Understanding built confidence. Confidence did not arrive suddenly. It arrived quietly. One small moment at a time when the person understood a sentence without effort. When the meaning came easily. When the fear did not appear. These moments were powerful. There was a story about speaking for the first time. The story described a learner saying "good morning" to someone. The voice was soft but clear. The listener felt the emotion, felt the courage, felt the success. Even small words can create big confidence. Every night, the person listened again. Repetition was important. Hearing the same words again and again made them familiar. Familiar words remove fear. Fear disappears. Confidence grows. The stories also talked about mistakes. Mistakes were shown as friendly, helpful, normal. One story described a learner saying a wrong word, then smiling and trying again. The message was clear. Mistakes are not enemies. They are teachers. There was a story about Steve Jobs when he was young. He learned slowly. He failed many times, but he kept listening, kept learning, kept believing. Confidence helped him speak clearly and share ideas with the world. Another story talked about reading slowly. One page, one paragraph, one sentence. The reader did not rush. The reader enjoyed the words, enjoyed the meaning. Reading slowly improved listening. Listening improved speaking. Everything connected naturally. Sometimes the person repeated sentences quietly, sometimes aloud. I understand this. I am calm. I am confident. These sentences were simple but strong words. Shape thoughts. Thoughts shape confidence. There was a story about Helen Keller. She learned in a very difficult way, but she never stopped learning, never stopped believing. Her confidence inspired many people. Her story showed that patience and belief are powerful. As days passed, the person noticed change. Listening felt easier. Understanding felt quicker. Fear felt smaller. The person started to enjoy English. Enjoyment is important when learning is enjoyable. Confidence grows faster. The stories became slightly longer, but still simple. The sentences stayed clear. The speed stayed slow. The learner stayed calm. Calm. Learning creates deep understanding. Now, my dear friend, you are also part of this story. As you listen, your confidence is growing, even if you do not notice it yet. It is happening quietly inside you. Your ears are trained. Your mind is open. Your heart is calm. This is how confidence is built. Not fast, not loud, but slow, steady, and strong. The learning journey continued without pressure, without fear. The person understood that confidence grows when the mind feels safe. So, every day, the person chose kindness toward himself. No anger, no shame, only patience. Each day started with listening, not reading, not writing, only listening. The voice was slow. The words were clear. The sentences were easy. The ears slowly learned the rhythm of English. The brain slowly connected sound with meaning. One story talked about a person ordering food. The sentences were simple. I like tea. I want bread. Thank you. The listener imagined the situation, imagined speaking calmly without fear. Imagination helped confidence. Another story described a quiet evening. A person sitting by a window, looking outside, thinking softly. The sentences were gentle. The feeling was peaceful. The listener felt calm. Calm listening opened the mind. There was also a story about Barack Obama when he was young. He practiced speaking slowly, clearly. He listened carefully to others. His confidence came from preparation and calm practice. Every story had one message: go slow, stay calm, keep listening. Sometimes the person felt tired, sometimes confused, but the person did not stop. The person rested, then continued. This balance kept confidence alive. The learner noticed something important. Understanding came before speaking. Listening built the foundation. Once the foundation was strong, words came easily. One day, the person spoke 2 sentences, not perfect, but clear. The heart felt light. The fear did not appear. This was a big moment. Confidence arrived quietly. The stories also showed kindness, friends helping friends, teachers encouraging students. These stories taught language and emotion. Together, emotion makes language stronger. There was a story about Malala. She spoke with courage, but also calm. She learned step by step. Her confidence came from belief and patience. The person learned that confidence is not loud. It does not shout. It speaks softly, but clearly. Now, as you listen, your confidence is also growing. You understand more than before, even if you do not notice it. Remember, learning English is a journey, not a race. Every slow step matters. Every listening moment helps. Stay with me. Keep listening. Slowly, calmly, patiently. The person now felt more comfortable with English. The sound of the language no longer felt strange. The ears welcomed the words. The mind accepted the meaning naturally. This comfort was a sign of growing confidence each day. The person listened to one long story. The story talked about daily life. Waking up, eating, working, resting, talking, smiling. These simple actions were easy to understand because they were familiar. Familiar ideas made English friendly. One story described a person helping a neighbor. The sentences were slow. The person sees a friend. The friend needs help. The person helps happily. The meaning was clear. Kindness was clear. Confidence felt warm. Confidence grows faster when the heart feels good. Positive stories calm the mind. Calm mind learns better. Sometimes the person repeated one word many times. Calm, calm, calm. Repeating words slowly made pronunciation better, made fear smaller. Repetition was a friend, not a burden. There was a story about Michael Jordan. He missed many shots, but he practiced again and again. His confidence came from practice, not perfection. This story taught that mistakes do not stop success. The person also learned to smile while listening. Smiling, relaxed. The face relaxed. The voice relaxed. Confidence followed. One evening, the person noticed something special. English words appeared in the mind without effort. This moment felt magical, but it came from patience and slow listening. Stories became slightly longer, but still easy. The pace stayed slow. The listener stayed calm. Calm is power. Calm is confidence. There was a story about Mother Teresa. She spoke softly, but her words were strong. Her confidence came from kindness and belief. Soft voices can be powerful. The person learned an important lesson. Confidence is not about speaking fast. Confidence is about understanding clearly. Now, my dear friend, you are here listening calmly, understanding more, trusting yourself more. This means your confidence is growing. You do not need to rush. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to continue. Keep listening slowly. Keep believing quietly. Keep moving forward gently. The person now trusted the process more than before. There was no rush, no pressure, no fear, only gentle listening every day. The person felt a little stronger, a little calmer, a little more confident. Each listening session felt like a quiet walk. The words were like soft steps. One step, then another. No jumping, no running, just steady movement forward. One long story talked about a simple morning. A person wakes up, washes the face, drinks water, sits quietly. The sentences were slow. The morning is quiet. The air is fresh. The mind is calm. The listener felt inside the story this feeling of being inside the story helped the brain learn naturally. Learning did not feel like work. It felt like living another story. Described a small success. A learner understood a full paragraph for the first time. The heart felt warm. The fear disappeared. This moment showed that listening slowly brings real results. The person listening realized something important. Confidence is not loud. Confidence does not shout. Confidence whispers softly. You are doing well. There was a story about Jackie Chan when he was young. He failed many times. People told him he was not good enough, but he practiced slowly, patiently, again and again. His confidence came from never stopping. This story stayed in the mind. It showed that slow effort builds strong confidence. Some days the person felt tired. On those days, the person listened less, but did not stop even 5 minutes of calm listening, kept the habit alive. Habits are powerful. The learner also learned to smile while listening. A soft smile relaxed the face, relaxed the mind, relaxed. Learning became easier. There was a story about Lionel Messi when he was young. Many people doubted him, but he practiced quietly, daily. His confidence grew from patience and love for learning. Slow listening works the same way. Quiet, daily effort builds great confidence. The stories continued, talking about normal life, shopping, talking to a friend, asking a question. Each situation felt less scary because the listener had already heard the words many times. Repetition removed fear. Understanding created comfort. Comfort built confidence. The person noticed the inner voice change before it said, "I am afraid." Now it said, "I can try." This change was powerful. There was a story about Walt Disney. He was told he was not creative enough, but he kept learning, imagining, and believing his confidence changed his future. Now, my dear friend, you are also changing. Maybe slowly, maybe quietly, but surely you are understanding more. You are calmer. You are stronger. This is real progress. Keep listening slowly. Keep believing in yourself. Keep moving forward. The person now felt something new, a quiet trust. Trust in listening. Trust in slow learning. Trust in time. This trust removed worry and allowed the mind to open. Each story felt like a safe place, a place where mistakes were welcome, where silence was allowed, where learning happened naturally, without force. One story described a person standing in front of a mirror, speaking one sentence slowly. I am learning English. The voice was calm. The eyes were kind. The listener felt strength in this simple act. Speaking kindly to oneself builds confidence. Another story talked about listening to the same story many times. The first time was confusing. The second time, clearer. The third time, comfortable. This showed that repetition is not boring. Repetition is powerful. The person learned to enjoy small wins, understanding one new word, recognizing one familiar sentence, smiling at one clear meaning. These small, winds added up slowly. There was a story about Michael Jordan. He missed many shots. He failed many times, but he practiced patiently. His confidence came from discipline and belief. This story reminded the listener that failure does not stop success. Sometimes the person closed the eyes while listening. Closing the eyes helped focus on sound, on rhythm, on meaning. This deep listening strengthened understanding. The stories often described calm scenes. A person sitting quietly, a cup of tea, warm hands, slow breathing. These scenes relaxed the body and relaxed the mind. Relaxed minds learn better. One evening, the person realized something. English no longer felt scary. It felt familiar, friendly. This realization brought quiet joy. There was a story about Serena Williams. She practiced daily, calmly, patiently. Her confidence came from preparation and self-belief. Her story showed that strength grows over time. The person listening understood that confidence is built when effort meets patience, when listening meets calm, when learning meets kindness. Now, my dear friend, you are here still, listening, still calm, still learning. This means your confidence is already growing. Remember, slow learning is strong. Learning quiet practice is powerful. Practice stay with this path. Keep listening. Keep believing. Thank you, my dear friend, for staying until this moment. You have listened patiently, calmly, and with care. This alone is a sign of growing confidence. Now we gently come to the end of today's slow English listening journey. This was not just a story. This was time you gave to yourself. Time to listen. Time to learn. Time to grow. Remember, confidence does not come fast. It comes quietly, slowly, step by step. Every sentence you understood, every word you recognized, every moment you stayed calm added strength inside you. You did not rush. You did not quit. You stayed with the process. This is real learning. Slow listening trains your ears. Easy stories train your mind. Patience trains your confidence. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to continue. Even 10 minutes a day of slow listening is enough. Small steps every day lead to big change. Thank you for learning with me, Ali. Thank you for trusting English. Learning today, thank you for believing in yourself. Please come back again. Listen again. Learn again. Grow again. Until next time, keep listening slowly. Keep learning calmly. Keep moving forward confidently. Goodbye, my dear friend, and happy learning.